So when I was a teenager, and I'm sure many of you people can relate, you had a very weird and different relationship with your parents. You probably weren't as close back then, or at least I wasn't when I was a teenager. I was very selfish, just kind of in my own world. Um, wanted to hang out with my friends, wanted to play sports, just as much as I could. Didn't want to be around the house. Um, but the relationship changed a little bit. Me and my mom, like, we didn't really talk too much. I was kind of an introverted kid, especially as a teenager, and but me and my mom started doing something very interesting, and we actually started going once a month to the movie theater. And we were walking in, and we didn't really say much. We didn't really talk that much, and it was kind of awkward, just because you're just with your parent and you want to hang out with your friends. But my mom forced me to do this. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go. And so we're walking into the movie theater, getting our popcorn, getting our just the smell of the popcorn was so good, and the taste, like, you get the extra butter on it. It was perfect, right? And it was something that me and my mom we both enjoyed so much, right? And I was so thankful that she took me. Not at the time, but later down the road. We'll get there. And so we get to the movie, and honestly, the movie's great. It was like some random Marvel movie. Can't remember which one. I think it was Doctor Strange, something like that. Go watch it. Great movie, right? But the greatest part about it was afterwards, right? We went to the movie, we watched it, and then afterwards we came out. We talked, and we were like discussing our favorite parts about the movie, right? And like what was good and what was bad, and like what was like a really weird scene, right? And then like the whole way back, it was probably like a 20-minute drive back home, but the entire way back was just so different, because on the way there, the drive, it was kind of awkward. I didn't really talk that much. I was probably just scrolling on my phone the whole time. But on the way back is like we were just engaged in great conversation, talking about all the acts, the themes, the stories, the symbols, the motives, and just getting into really deep analysis. And I'm sure many of you people can relate, right? Like, have you ever had that weird moment where like it's super awkward at the start of hanging out with someone, but then later on you just like are totally blended together, right? And the weird part is, as a teenager, is like that happened, like it gets awkward with your parents, right? Which doesn't really make sense now that I'm a little bit older, but it just happens, right? And you guys can definitely relate if that's ever happened to you. But the moral of the story here is that stories bring people together, right? Stories can teach humans how to connect with each other, how to relate. Humans learn through stories, right? Like, you'll see caveman drawings from caveman era of them telling stories, painting on the walls of a cave, and that's how they taught to the younger generation, is through stories, which is why myths and legends were so popular back then, especially, right? And so what you guys need to get better at is storytelling. You guys need to know how to drive a narrative, how to tell act 1, act 2, and act 3, and bring it all into a cohesive unit, right? Because storytelling is how you guys are going to relate with other people you don't know, people who care about you. Because how are you going to get a message across? No one cares what you have to say, but storytelling is going to drive people together. It has since the dawn of mankind, right? And so that's what you guys need to improve on, is storytelling. Because once I started to practice storytelling, and by no means am I an expert, but it has helped me to create bonds with people and to really come together with people. And you'll see that, right? If I just told you and came up here and said, storytelling is good, you guys need to do it, you guys wouldn't have really got the message. But because I told you a story about how I and my mom connected better through watching stories and storytelling, you guys understand the point more, and it hits home a little bit more. So I urge everyone watching this video up to this point to practice your storytelling skills. Make a video just like this, practicing your storytelling, rewatch it again and again, and just keep getting better. And if you guys want more content talking about how you can improve your storytelling, I would love to help you guys out. So adios.